everyone. Scottie and Mac here, back with our deep dive series on the rural division. Next up, Fort Meade Fighting Miners, led by Maurice Russell. Maurice Russell is an alumni of Fort Meade. I am probably dating myself by telling you this, but he was an absolutely wonderful high school football player. I know that he went to UCF to play, but what a great defensive football player, and he would knock your block off. He was a very physical, rough player. I think anyone that's playing on that team would get a real kick out of watching their coach play, but trust me when I tell you, he could bring it. He was quite a player, and I know that you've probably heard that before, and he just got hired in March of 2024, but he has that program moving in the right direction. I know that they were 5-5, 7-4. They had that really nice season, 9-1. Then coach took over. Team was kind of young. Last year was a lot of youth on that team, and they had a 6-7 up and down season. But I think things are going to get a lot better this year between the experience from last year with the youth. You look back, and of course you have McCutcheon that's back in that 2027 class. What can you say? 2,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 feet, 180 pounds. Just a really solid quarterback. He may need to get the picks down a little bit and try to protect the ball a little more in some situations. But all in all, he's a really nice quarterback and is going to help someone at the next level, I'm sure. You look at running back, and it's a little bit of a concern. They're thin there. My guess is Tyrese Bell in that 2027 class is going to get most of the touches. I really don't know. There may be some transfers or some JV kids that are coming up to assist, but they're a little thin. They lost, Jaron Jones to graduation. He was a major part of their offense last year, and that's a big loss and big shoes to fill. But nonetheless, it's part of high school football, and I'm sure that coach anticipated that, and I'm sure that he has a plan. He is a fabulous coach. Then you look at the wide receiver room, and the wide receiver room's in great shape. It's led by Amari Russell, 900 yards last year, number 4. Caden Clark, 24. You have Kamar Gilmartin. I think those will be the 3 main receivers on the team. They're the 3 main receivers returning from last year's wide receiver room, and really good shape at the receiver spot. You look at the O-line, and for me, there's a bunch of options. Of course, I think things start with 50. Ty Monadioka, he is a USF offer, a big offensive lineman, a major part of what they do up front. He's a really good football player, and it makes perfect sense why he's such a big part of that line. With him, you have Tyron Green, number 52. But you have a bunch of guys on that side of the ball. I think it's I know they lost a few seniors, but I think it's the strength of their team. You have Trace Town on that team. You have Killian Brinson on that line, Camden Austin, Dakota Watson, Peyton Sims, Lastinger's out there, Logan Burke, number 57. I just think the O-line's in pretty darn good shape. Between that O-line and the offense behind it, I'm looking for that Fort Meade offense to score some points this year and really put some pressure on opposing defenses. You look to the defensive side of the ball, and they lost 5 major pieces of the defense. Some of their leading tacklers graduated, but they have a great core that's back, obviously. Their main player on defense is number 3. He's also their leading returning tackler. He had 160 tackles last year. It's almost not believable. Mecca Barron's his name, but really good player, and he will lead that defense. But you start looking at Omari Russell and Davion Borders and Mana Diziosa and Gabriel Solomon and Logan Burke and Caden Clark and Gil Martin and Trent Willis. They have options on that side of the ball, plenty of options on defense, and I think all of this bids well for Coach Russell and the Fort Meade Fighting Miners. I'm looking for them to have a really nice season. Coach, we're keeping an eye on you. We're pulling for you. Stay healthy and go Miners.